What a game, right? Homecoming. Gave the fans some excitement tonight. Not what we wanted in all aspects, but the resiliency of our football team. I say it every week, man, that we compete all the way to the end of the game, and we did. We did it again tonight, and you're just not going to get us down. We're not going to flinch. We're not going to, no matter what happens to us, we're not going to hang our heads and give up and allow people to get us down. It's not going to happen. We're not going to allow outside influences to make us feel like we don't belong out there, that we're not doing a great job. Our guys are doing a great job. They're busting their tails. They don't do everything right, and that's why we practice and we coach and we look at film. We do all those things. I tell you what, they definitely do is that they play hard and they care. It matters to them, and because it matters to them, there's a chance for us to win at every game, and that's what's happening right now. You watch all these games; they're coming down to the end. This entire conference is like that. It's going to happen. There's going to be some wins, and people can't believe it happened, and it did happen, and it's going to happen across the conference the rest of the season. So I'm extremely, I'm not going to say proud because I'm not so sure that's the right word, but I'm excited about where we're going and where we are, and there's a lot of room to grow. We're winning games and not playing our best, and there's a lot of room to grow, and for that I'm excited about. And so when you look back at this game and is this a turning point? I don't know. I want to play better next week than what we did today. And if we do that, we'll be fine. And we want to continue to grow each week. So practice is important. Practice is everything for us. It does. We try to simulate all these situations. We said HBU was going to come out and play fast. They did a great job. I thought they had a fantastic plan. They hit some big plays. They're explosive. They got some good players. You saw them out there tonight. And they do a good job. They're a good football team. So that's why the resiliency of our team is probably what stands out to me as much or more than anything else for us to be able to win a game like this. So with that, I'll take some questions.
It seemed like they kind of got away from that up-tempo stuff, but then when they went back to it in the second quarter, that's when they started picking up steam. And like you said, it wasn't like you guys weren't expecting it, but what kind of threw you guys off in terms of them going back?
Yeah, they hit a couple of big plays, right? You know, when you're doing those things, when you're going up tempo, you can get guys out of position. And we had some breakdowns. We had some mental errors. And when those things happen, then big plays take place. We had some missed tackles. Those things happen. We don't get a guy over the top of a deep ball. Those things happen. So when things like that take place, you end up with some big plays. The trickeration comes into play. They were able to hit one of those and, or a couple of those, really. They did a good job. They had a good plan. They've got a good plan. They're a good football team, and they do a good job. And, when we go play somebody, you don't roll your hat out there and expect to win. So those guys do a good job. They're getting paid, and their kids on scholarship, too, and they do a good job. So, hats off to them, but we won the game.
Frank, it looked like you came in wanting to run the ball a lot, and you did it pretty successfully. We've been talking about that all year. Was that your plan?
Yeah, well, it's our plan every week, Jim. Sometimes we've been getting away from it a little bit sooner than what we wanted to. And I think what happened tonight was that our offensive line did a much better job on the line of scrimmage. We instead of pushing guys, we engaged guys, and we attacked guys. And I thought we did a good job. Greg and Travis and AJ up front did a good job preparing our guys for the fronts. We saw a lot of junk from them on the defensive line. We had a lot of in-game adjustments. I think you saw some things. We hit some runs early. We got bogged down a little bit because they changed. We made adjustments and hit some runs late. So when you see things like that happen where there's an ebb and flow of the game, that's each team going back and forth, making adjustments on the sideline during the course of the game. And I thought our guys up front did a nice job of that. Our players are the ones that have to do it. They have to make those adjustments. And when they did those things, we created some creases in there, and we had some good runs.
You're up 28-0. I guess at this point you can't say you can't do it safe, but that's what happened there. So.
Not in college football, right? It's never safe in college football. I've been on both sides of the thing, and it's never safe. Your guys got to play to the end, and you don't play against the scoreboard. You don't even play against your opponent. You play against yourself to be the best that you can be. So that if you lower your standards or you play down to an opponent because you have a lead or anything else, you're not getting the maximum you can out of you. So if you play to the best of your ability at all times, what you do is you develop that posture as a player that I'm going to be the best all the time. I don't care what's going on, what the scoreboard says, winning or losing. We're going to play the best that we can play, and that's what we did.
Talk about the last drive, what were y'all thinking? Well, of course, you had the ball for 25
Great return, right? Great return on that, man. I thought they had a good plan, but I thought Russ Jenkins did a good job, our special teams guy, putting the right people in. When you put Devontae and DJ back there, they wasn't going to kick it to Juwan, so we put those other two guys back there, and they kicked it to them, and we got some great yardage on returns. So when you have a field position changeover like that after a kickoff, you feel a lot better than having to go 70 or 80 yards with no timeouts. So we were able to do that. Hit a couple of hitch routes. So you don't have to go 60 yards to throw a touchdown pass. Chasen did a good job stepping up in the pocket, hitting a couple of hitch routes, got us some valuable yardage, got the first down. CJ did a nice job staying inbounds. They reviewed it. He was definitely inbounds, and we get the touchdown out of it. But those are execution. And we talk about you don't have to make great plays. There were no great plays made in that drive. There were none. Chasing through 2 hitch routes. Our guys protected up front like they've been doing and know how to do. And what we did was we just made the plays that we're supposed to make, and we didn't make any mistakes. And when that happens, then you got a chance to win some things like that.
Coach, 3 defensive touchdowns tonight, but also 500 yards given up. What are your thoughts on the defensive performance overall?
Yeah, mixed, right? Mixed. But the yardage is definitely a problem for us, and the points. It's a lot of points too. We gave them 2 more touchdowns on offense. We talk about it every week, and I can say it every week, but we can't do it. We do it. But we did pick up 3 on defense, which is good. The turnover battle is critical. So if, we're matching them or surpassing them in the turnover battle, that's a good thing for us. That's a positive for us. So if we can do that, that's good. But defensively, we got to get some things squared away. The up-tempo hurt us. A couple of the trick plays were huge yardage, and they had a couple of, fast-paced drives that scored in 3, 4, 5 plays that went right down the field. So it's a concern. Yeah, it'll have to be addressed. And, we were addressing it. We were prepared. We talked about it on Monday at the press conference then. They're a fast-paced, the fastest one we've seen this year. They're a fast-paced offense, and they do a good job at it.
Any more questions for Coach?
You say a little bit about Darren Johnson, the job he did tonight, running the ball.
Oh, he did a good job. I thought our backs did a nice job. I think DJ Juice came in there at the end of the game or a couple of times early, but then at the end gave us some tough yardage, some physical yardage. That's what we've been missing, and he was able to do that for us. So that was exciting to see. Now we want to see if he can take the next step and just carry the mail all the time, or the bulk of it. But I think what DJ was able to do for us in the return game, and then also as a running back, was able to give us some valuable yardage. That's yardage that you don't always see. When you return a kick and get us up there by the 40, 45-yard line, that's yardage that you don't necessarily see all the time. The fans don't see it. We know how important it is, those short drives, just like the one at the end of the game we were able to score with. When you got limited time and you don't have any timeouts left, you got to figure out a way to get the ball down the field and score. So we were able to do that. But that DJ's yardage, I think, was, when you look at him being a total overall player, he does a lot of stuff. He's on some special teams and things like that. So he's he's a senior. He's a leader for us, and he does a good job. Good. Thank y'all very much, guys. Appreciate it. Hope y'all enjoyed it.